Right then team, today we're going to be talking about basically why you need to drink more water if you want to lose weight and how it can actually speed things up. I'm going to give you the stats behind it, I'm going to give you the numbers, and ultimately for a lot of you lot, you want to see raw data because at the end of the day, results matter. So like if you've not seen my other previous video on basically how increasing steps can increase your weight loss, it's going to be basically the same now with water as well. So obviously you've got to take things with a pinch of salt. There's a hell of a lot that goes into weight loss, and you know we're obviously highlighting just one area on this, but this is all to just show you what can be done if you combine it with other factors. Okay, so remember as well, anyone that joins our 6-week program, you know, just on average, females are going to be losing anywhere between 10 pounds and a stone, you know, in the first 6 weeks, roughly, give or take, an average size female. Guys, you're going to be anywhere losing between 16 and 22 pounds over the first 6 weeks. Okay, so this is on top of everything else that we're doing. Okay, so anyway, first things first. Now I've got 3 key areas here that you can see. We've got metabolism boost, appetite suppressant, and exercise performance. Now, this is just 3 areas of what basically drinking more water is going to be doing for you. I'm not even counting it just making you feel better and making your skin better, making your brain work better, making your concentration better, basically just making you feel generally better across the board. I'm only linking this to losing weight, which obviously for a lot of you guys and girls, this is what the key target is. So first thing I want to quickly whiz through is a metabolism boost. Now, again, I've done the studies on it, I've done the research on this. We're talking, it's not a massive boost in terms of basically the boost of metabolism, and it's only around the 30 to 40 minutes after drinking 500 ml. But we're talking, look, just look at my notes down there, talking about like a 30% increase in your metabolic rate, which again is great, but like it's a short boost. Okay, 30% increase, obviously it's burnt the amount of calories that you're burning, which is amazing. Obviously you're just getting more water into the system, cool. So you're gonna be burning more calories for those 30 to 40 minutes after drinking 500 ml of water. Okay, cool, yeah, right. Now, this is the bit that I want you guys to focus on, okay, because you're gonna get double whammy with this. When we talk about an appetite suppressant, you've got to be careful because look, we're not looking to starve ourselves. That's not the idea. And you have to be careful when talking about weight loss and appetite suppressants. But a lot of the time when we are hungry, our bodies are just telling us we're thirsty. And it's crazy. It's not until you start implementing this key tactic that you can start seeing the results. Okay. So what we went over with this appetite suppressant, it talks again about 500 ml 30 minutes before every meal. Okay, so again, it's going to take, you have to think, and it takes planning. It's the same with any of these things. But what they found, that once you drunk that 500 milliliters of extra water before just eating, across the 12-week block, you're going to be losing an extra 2.5 kilos. Okay, so across 12 weeks equals I think it was 2.2 kilos, which is, I think, from looking at that, yeah, about 4.5 pounds, give or take. Now again, you're thinking, well, that's not that much. But again, like, if you do that every single time, you know, even if we broke this down to, let's say 3 months for 2 kilos, for example, well, suddenly you're talking 6 months on there equals 4.4 kilos. Okay, well, 4.4 kilos, that's an extra, 4.5 pounds. You're talking, 9 pounds down? Extra on top. You know, again, if you've done one of our 6-week programs and you've lost, let's say, a stone in that first 6 weeks, suddenly you're a stone, 21 pounds down, okay, in six months. And not just that, you've not had to do anything else on top of it. Okay, this is just by implementing or drinking just a little bit more water. Suddenly you double that again to 12 months. So looking there, sorry, handwriting's not great, trying to be quick. You're talking 8.8 kilos. So 8.8 kg, or what's that? Another 18 pounds. Now, if I was to say, you could lose another stone or 18, almost 20 pounds on top of what you've already done and keep it off for just drinking a little bit more water before your meal, just becoming a little bit more organized, plus feeling all these other extra health benefits of better concentration, better energy, better mood, being able to look and see and not having dry eyes, not having a headache the whole time, just actually feeling good. Would that be worth it? Probably. I'm gonna say yes. If your goal is weight loss, by the way. If it's not weight loss, great, we'll just drink more water and feel those benefits anyway. But by just seeing these numbers come out and seeing like, cool, you know, potentially there's an extra 18 pounds in there just from drinking a bit more water plus the other benefits, great. You know, it's one of these cool things, and like, is it worth it? Yes, it's not that hard just to drink 500 ml of water before, you know, half an hour before you eat, okay? So I wanted to show you that so you can see. The other bit that I wanted to just obviously highlight for you, especially for those of you who are training as well, and when I say training, you know, it could be someone who is going out for walks, it could be someone who's training in the gym, it could be someone who's coming to boot camp. You know, we do boot camp, so that's our focus. I mean, just looking here from what they say, increasing your hydration, again, it's that 500 to 1 litre, you know, at the appropriate time, we're talking about a 20% increase in performance. So what? Extra 20%, you know, if we translate that to lifting weights, it's an extra 20% of extra weight that you're pushing. If you talk about burning calories, an extra 20% of the calories you're burning, it all adds up. Now, obviously, if we focus here on this main weight loss focus, and then we have these two extra little bits over here, the metabolism boost, plus the performance in your sport, great. You know, you stack one on top of the other, where, like I said, I keep on referring back to it as like the concentration, the thinking, the new, basically allowing your brain to work better. When you then perform better, well, then you think about those benefits that you're gonna get from training. Oh, cool, my mood's better. I'm lifting heavier weights, I'm building more muscle. Okay, you build more muscle, you burn more calories anyway. This is how suddenly, by us just drinking a little bit of extra water, you know, 3 times a day, an extra 1.5 litres, let's say, you start stacking things up, and you've got to play it to your favor, because weight loss is not easy. You know, you've all got insanely busy lives. You've got jobs, you've got children, you've got family, you've got stress, you've got life. If we can make those little changes to make weight loss easier, great. You are gonna be able to stick with this long term, and that is the ultimate goal, okay? So one thing I want you to think about, if you can, just try and stick to drinking those extra 500 ml before eating each time. Okay. Now, obviously, every person's different. Again, don't take this as medical advice, but like, try your best to just have that extra. Even if you don't start on 500 ml, like 500 ml can sometimes seem like quite a lot. Start with 250. See what that does to you as well. So that's what, like a cup of water. See how that does. See if it improves, you know, how you're feeling. Note it down, and then obviously just let us know how it all goes. All right, but yeah, key thing, especially when it's warm like it is at the moment in England, doesn't happen very often, drink more water and feel all the benefits.